2021 was a pretty good year. While it still sucks that COVID is still around, but I think we're all in agreement that it was a lot better than the year 2020. There was a lot more to do and happened in 2021. More movies and more trips possibly too. So, yeah, 2021 in my perspective was a good year. And when it comes to movies, well, there wasn't a lot of bad ones. There were certainly a lot of good ones too. So today I'm going to give you my top 5 best and worst movies of 2021. So let's begin with the worst list. At number 5, I have The Croods 2: A New Age. While Croods 2 isn't a bad film, it isn't very good in my opinion. When I saw the film in the cinemas during the summer with my friend Tig, we walked out agreeing that the movie was average. The storyline was very poor and all over the place. The background animation is good, but the character designs look way too different and it felt way too jarring. The characters themselves are fine, but Mrs. Betterman is a character who is absolutely horrible. The music to me felt very cheesy. While it does have some decent jokes and some decent world building, it was just a mess of a movie for me. Not the worst sequel ever made, but pretty weak. At number 4, Venom 2: Let There Be Carnage. I don't want to say much as I do plan on talking about it more for the Spider-Man ranking, but in my opinion, Venom 2 had a storyline that was just absolutely ridiculous, along with characters who acted like childish idiots, and Carnage, in my opinion, was very poorly done. Despite having a brilliant post-credit scene, I just thought the film was pretty bad. The action scenes are alright, but not enough to save it for me. At number 3, Dragon Rider. This one genuinely shocked me at how bad it was. While I was quite surprised with it not being that much of a rip-off to How to Train Your Dragon, as it felt more like Spyro with the talking dragons and the crystal areas, but my lord, the storyline is executed really badly and is very generic and predictable. The music ain't very good and the characters are really poor. The animation is okay, the human animation is awful, but the backgrounds and the dragon designs ain't too bad. I will admit, looking back, it's actually not as bad as I remember it being, but still a pretty awful film. At number 2, Home Sweet Home Alone. Oh, Lord! While the first half of the movie is actually okay to me, and two of the jokes I did find funny, I had a feeling the movie won't be too bad, but when the second half came in, my God! The storyline is absolutely terrible, and it's trying way too hard to capture the magic, heart, and charm of the first two movies. The characters made no sense, and the music is absolutely lazy. While I guess visually it doesn't look too bad, and some of the acting is okay, but those are the only positives I have with this film. Just, my God. It's a film that I am never watching again. I may sound biased, but Home Alone 1 and 2 are the only Home Alone movies to exist. And for me, the number one worst film of 2021 is Space Jam 2: A New Legacy. This film just had me stunned. Holy crap, it was terrible. I'm not a big fan of the first one, but oh my lord, the sequel was terrible. The storyline is awful and incredibly cheesy and corny. The characters are awful, and Don Cheadle's performance was so over the top. The music wasn't even that great. I was just really shocked how bad Space Jam 2 was. There's not much else to say, other than I believe that Space Jam 2: A New Legacy is easily the worst movie of 2021. Before I get to my top 5 best list, I have two honourable mentions. Starting off with the honourable mention for the worst list, that being Eternals. Yeah, I'm sorry everyone. For me, this one was just average. I don't quite think it's bad, but just pretty poor. The storyline was boring. It was really boring for me, and along with that made the characters very forgettable. It just killed the film entirely for me, and I found it so hard to get into. It's not bad, I just think it's pretty poor. My honourable mention for the best list is going to be Luca. Now I actually give the movie an 8 out of 10. I think it's got a pretty good story, some beautiful animation, some okay music, but it does have some likeable characters. Overall, I think it's a very good film, and I would definitely watch it again over the summer next year. And now, let's begin with my top 5 best list of the year. At number 5, I have The Mitchells vs. the Machines. Now, this is a film I enjoyed more on rewatch than I did on first viewing. However, I feel this film is better character-wise than story-wise. Its storytelling is good, however, I do feel the middle act does start to drag a little, but it has some amazing animation and catchy soundtrack. The characters are great though. The Mitchell's family really do bring in a lot of the film's heart, and it has some really good messages too. At first I thought the film was just good, but when I gave it a second chance, it just grew on me. This is a very good film and it's definitely worth checking out. At number 4, I have Wish Dragon. This is probably not a very popular choice for the best animated film of the year. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to check out Encanto before the end of the year, but I've been hearing very good things. Hell, I haven't even seen The Boss Baby 2, but I've actually been hearing that it's an improvement over the first one. I will check those out at some point. Yes, I will watch Boss Baby 2, but Wish Dragon was a film that I really enjoyed. While I did feel some moments were very cheesy and the third act doesn't quite gel well with the rest of the film, but the storyline was a ton of fun and has some really nice heart to it. The animation was very pretty, it has likable characters and very good music. It's a film I just happen to enjoy a lot, and I do believe that Wish Dragon is the best animated film of 2021. At number 3, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, this is a film I have respect for Zack Snyder for making. Just well done. He really outdid himself with this. The storyline was told brilliantly, while yes, it was very long at 4 hours, but it knew what it was doing. The special effects, CGI, and action are fantastic. The characters and character development is absolutely outstanding, and the music is pretty damn good too. It definitely deserves all the love and praise it gets, and Zack Snyder should be very proud of this one. What a brilliant film. Number 2, Free Guy. Yes, yes, just yes, fantastic movie. It has a brilliant, funny and creative storyline, excellent visuals and incredibly charming characters. The humor is hilarious and the action is a ton of fun. While the third act does drag a little and some of the music to me does feel a little bit out of place, but it more than makes up for it. It's simply just such a fun and creative movie, and I would happily have Free Guy as one of my favourite live action films. I'm so glad I got it on Blu-ray for Christmas, and I enjoy the movie even more the more I see it. And at number 1, I have Spider-Man No Way Home. I've seen the film 3 times now, and honestly, I can't believe how good it is. The storyline is absolutely fantastic and engaging. The CGI, special effects, cinematography, and action are just phenomenal. The character development is outstanding, and the music is absolutely beautiful. I was so excited to see this film, and I was so happy with what we got. It was a little different than what the trailers made it seem, but it still delivered a mind-blowing surprise. I definitely believe that Spider-Man No Way Home is the best film of 2021. So now 2021 is about to come to an end, and the doors are now opening for 2022. And let's hope for the best in 2022. Stay tuned for my next video, and until then, skadoosh, take care, and Happy New Year, everyone.